BodyBags, where horror lies.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BodyBags. It's week 149 and Bourgie86 here again on the Sunday. Now, the film I got for you guys today is a film from 2008. It's a film directed by Brian Paulin, who I most notably know from his films Bone Sickness and Cryptic Plasm. And it goes by the title of Fetus. Look at that cover art. You're gonna know what you're gonna get out of this film. Of course, Brian Paulin also does effects in this film. I believe he actually even does some music in this film. He does a lot of sound editing. He does pretty much everything on his own. He's a very low-budget filmmaker, and he actually even stars in the film. He plays the character of Kevin, whose wife is just passed away, giving birth to their child. The baby was, I believe, stillborn, and he lost his family in 1 millisecond of life. And he's going through the tubes, and he starts to see some crazy things happening in his house. So he decides it might be his wife. So he goes and gets a book on witchcraft. And this book of witchcraft is to try to bring his wife back to him. And the only way that this book will work is if he does some sacrifices. So he ends up starting to kill people and sacrifice them, doing these rituals that are inside this book to try to get his wife back. That is pretty much the main plot of this film. Now, I didn't know what to expect from this, because if you've seen Brian Paulin's other films like Bone Sickness, they're like gore films. But I gotta say, like, this one has like this in-depth, like, depressing, like, story to it, which I wasn't really expecting. And being one that has lost people in my life, I kind of felt the character of Kevin's pain in a way, because it is sad when you lose a loved one, and especially in that way. And it's just, you really feel through Brian Paulin's acting that emotion. And it's really saddening because they actually show flashbacks during the film of him and his wife like picking out baby names and fights and arguments that they had, and leading up to the pregnancy and the actual like a hospital. Yeah, it's really intense stuff. And Brian Paulin as an actor is actually good in this role. He's not like an Academy Award winning actor. I won't lie, none of the actors are. But they do really well in their work and their jobs in the characters that they perform. And they make it to the best of their abilities, and it works for the type of film it is. Now, another thing that works for this film is its score. It has like this intense, like, especially during those emotional scenes, the score goes with those. It has like these emotional grip where it's like a tearjerker score, if you know what that means, and you know what a tearjerker is. But then it also has like these intense moments where like you see like jump scares, and of course the gore happens, and there's a ever playing foghorn that's the way I would describe the sound. It plays throughout the film in various scenes of intensity, and actually usually goes into the next scene of the film usually. And now, getting on to the effects of this film. This film is gore-tastic. This is a fucking gore fest, guys. There's tons of awesome gore scenes in this film. There's one scene in particular that I don't really want to spoil it, but it involves somebody's face exploding. And they don't end up dying from that. It ends up becoming a longer scene than that. That's all I'm going to say. But it's fucking awesome, because you don't expect it to happen. I didn't even expect it to happen when I was watching the film for the first time. I actually watched this film a second time because I wanted to recollect on it a little bit. But the gore is fucking outstanding for this low budget type film. Outstanding gore. And this film has an ending that you have to really see to believe and witness, because it has like that supernatural aspect to it. And with the character, you don't know if he's actually seen some stuff or is he going crazy. That's another thing that goes on with this film and the character of Kevin, because he sees like certain images and you don't know if it's part of the supernatural aspect of what's going on in the story or part of his psychosis going loopy. So yeah, if I had to rate not Bone Sickness, I'm sorry, I said that film earlier. Fetus by Brian Paulin. If I had to rate Fetus, I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10. It's just a blast to watch, and it's a film where if you want the gore is there, but this actually is a story to this film too. And I like that Brian Paulin did that with the script and stuff, and it's a really well done film for like a low budget type feel to it. Fucking awesome. I really liked how this one went and how the impact of the ending happened. And the ending is outstanding. So 8 out of 10 for Fetus. A fucking awesome time. Alright guys, that's it for this review for this week. I'll be back next week with another one. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see you next Sunday. Peace out.